All right, I think we're up and running now. Okay, so the plan here is I've I've got a student here, and this student is I'll just say Mr. H. I don't know, KH. That's the name you got there, KH. Um, he's new to cold approach, so this will be a good perspective. We're going to be breaking down AG Hayden's. I think it's his first ever infield breakdown of himself, and it was in 2020. So it was only 5 years ago. He was already coaching for an unbelievable amount of time before that. So let's just see. We're going to break it down, and we'll get basically a new. I think this would be good to get your perspective too, because you're new and you've now done a large enough volume of approaches. So it'll be interesting to see from fresh eyes type perspective. What this is a coach, by the way. Okay, so this is a fucking coach. This is a coach. This is a guy that like gets a lot of clients and he gets lots of clicks on YouTube. So I have a feeling I could probably turn you into a coach. But anyway, let's so okay, so what do you see? What do you see already? Like you're what do you see from what we've discussed? That's university, by the way, but that's the girl there, and that's him on the right about to approach. What do you think about this approach?
She's sitting down by herself, which is good. There's no like onlookers, right? So it's a sort of an easy thing to do. It's harder when there are like onlookers, right? For sure. Um,
Hmm.
and then he has to
Seated at a
seated. That's
table.
another thing. Yeah, at a table, he has to go in, try to get into a conversation, and then find a way to sit down.
And
Um,
and uni is a bit more social, so it's not like he's approaching at a Starbucks in some random street somewhere. So it's
Correct. Yeah.
slightly better,
hmm
slightly more likely to get a pass.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, let's see what he does. So we've analyzed the positioning.
Hi, sorry to interrupt your studies, but I thought you were cute and I wanted to say hi, see if you're as cool as you look. Avery, nice to meet you. There's a couple.
All right. What does that sound like to you? What do you think? He comes in with the handshake,
Yeah.
like he's selling cookies or some shit.
Yeah, very what do you call it, salesman type of corny voice, Hey,
Mm.
um, direct too.
Yeah, yeah. What was it? I think you're.
Hi, see if you're as cool as you look.
I see if you're as cool as you look.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like,
So it's I. Let's just replay this one more time. Let's break it down in detail. But
Hi, sorry to interrupt your studies,
sorry to interrupt. Okay.
but I thought you were cute and I wanted
I think you're cute. I think you're attractive. So I wanted to come say hello.
to say hi, see if you're as cool as you look.
Yeah. Kind of direct. Do you have anything to add to that? I can just keep moving forward.
I think we should just keep moving forward for now.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, what did I do? Okay. Yep.
Avery, nice to meet you. There's a couple things to note about that opener. First, I don't go straight into she has to win you over. She has to prove herself as good enough for you, that you are the prize to be won.
Technically a first year, but I'm a transfer student, so it's a little
From
complicated.
So he's kind of skipped something, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's probably been talking longer. This is like he skipped part of the interaction already, but she's talking about what she's studying. That's the first topic. It's like, I think you're beautiful. Come over to say hello. handshake. What are you studying?
Colorado State.
Colorado State University. What brought you to Arizona of all places?
Well, I'm actually from here. I went out of state, and then I didn't like the campus. It was way too small.
Yeah.
And I didn't have like my specific program, so I just moved back.
This one's big.
Yeah.
Do you like the heat?
I mean, I'm putting up with it. Where are you from, Avery?
I think that's about all you can do. I'm from Arizona.
Yeah.
You might have heard of it. I'm from the Dirty T.
Oh, you're from Tucson?
Yeah, so you already know what that means? So you'll notice that right from the beginning, the girl is doing more.
Anything to add? What do you think so far? We can just keep going until you. There's a lot here anyway, so I'll just let you interject if you have anything to say. For now, let's go to the next one.
It's just
Like actual cleanliness.
I feel like, honestly...
But I don't know whether they're talking about the place or the people.
That too.
he needs to sit down.
I don't know. Not all people.
Did you notice that the camera like zoomed in on the butt?
Really?
Cleanliness.
I feel like, honestly...
But I don't know whether they're talking about the place or the people.
That too.
Did you notice that? Anyway.
I don't know. Not all people. I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to say you're dirty.
Good start.
Or anything. Yeah.
He needs to sit down.
Why is she laughing there?
Why is she laughing there? Okay. Why is she laughing there? You notice he's got a neck beard.
Yeah.
Like he's in his 20s and he's got man boobs. I've got man boobs. I'm almost 50 though. I got an excuse. So you notice he's holding the water bottle and he's drinking the water every couple of seconds.
Here to study.
I'm a dance major.
Oh, well, that's unique. Hey, I'm technically an artist too. I'd say
What's your major?
creative writing. They're both in the realm that your parents probably don't approve of, kind of major.
So she's a dancer. Okay. Throws in a bit of a high five. Now he's drinking some more water.
Yeah.
He's also still standing.
He needs to sit with her. Yeah.
He needs to sit, doesn't he? And we don't know how long he's been standing there too.
Correct. Yeah.
Like
Usually
he could have been. He's cut a massive chunk of this infield out. He could have been standing there 10 minutes already, nervously drinking that one bottle of water. I could probably go through and look. Was the water bottle like full when he stood there? I don't know.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't approve of it.
Oh,
My
it's
parents
getting
taught me
awkward.
when I was small.
Really?
Sorry, what? What do you guys?
Getting- I think it's getting awkward. She's like, why is this guy talking to be standing
Have
up?
you?
Yeah.
How many times have you been in this situation? You're a couple minutes into the interaction, and you start. It gets a bit like, so,
Yeah.
and you can tell she's like, how can I get rid of this fucking guy? And you're like, oh, how can I stick into this set? She's thinking, how can I get rid of you? And you're like, how can I stick in and number close?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go for a coffee? What's your number? Do you have WhatsApp? You know,
Yeah.
and then you get a flaky number and you run away. You're like, oh, at least I did something today.
It's getting awkward though. Yeah. He
Let's
he needs to sit down.
Yeah, he needs to sit down. What else does he need to do? I would say put down that water bottle is just a sign of nervousness, and it's, you know, it's like he's holding a teddy bear. He's just like scared.
Yeah.
You know, there's like anxiety flowing through his body. But also keep in mind, there's a cameraman on him. There's pressure on him to try and make this happen. But carrying that water bottle, dude, that's how I know you're a day gamer. You're walking around with a water bottle. You know, it's not the leather jacket and the boots anymore. It's the water bottle. I see two guys that don't look like they match or even know each other walking around together carrying water bottles. I know that they met in a group somewhere. Okay, if you don't have any suggestions, I'll just keep going.
Yeah, like the salsa, bachata type of stuff. So they
Right.
pushed that on me.
I think that's a rare story. Like I was gonna be an engineer, but my parents.
That was my major in Colorado.
That was weird.
Civil engineering, yeah.
But my parents were like, no, 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 no. You must be a dancer.
My mom was like, "You're gonna be bored," and I was.
Hey, well, high five to your parents. So talking about your job or your major isn't inherently that interesting, but you can make it.
Yeah, like breaking down your own infield and then putting a positive spin on it. That's what's really going on here.
What you're saying does. Like,
They
I would, if they were here, because that's cool.
Don't approve?
That's the stereotype. You're going to be a writer.
He's going to take another sip of water. He's going to run out of water soon.
What are you going to do with it?
What are you going to do? You write. I already showed it. I already make money writing, so I already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I already got to shove it in their faces.
You
It's
just
okay.
write other people's essays for them. Is that what you do?
So yeah, that's why I came up. Do you need any? No.
No. I mean, I also took last semester off, so I miss being back at school and feeling like I have a purpose.
Do you not feel like you have a purpose when you're not at
just
school?
Working. And so I was just
What do you do?
tired.
What did you do?
I was working at Claire's.
Like a clothing or jewelry?
It's the ear piercing store. Yeah.
Did you love it? Did you love it?
I pierced kids' ears, so.
Well, some people would love the sadistic joy, maybe, of hearing people scream.
Some kids would laugh.
Really?
Yeah, that happened a lot. Older people would scream.
Really?
Yeah,
So far,
he has gotten zero logistics, right?
That's a big factor. So let's just say he got the number now. What do you think he's gonna say? Let's go for coffee Saturday lunchtime, and then she's like, "Oh no, I've got dance class," because she said she's a dancer. Yeah. I don't know. She could have something on, and then you're like, "What about Sunday?" She's like, "Oh, Sunday I've got another thing on." What about Sunday in this location? She's like, "Oh, but I don't live anywhere near there. It's near university, but I live an hour away."
Correct, yeah.
He might be suggesting, why don't we meet in that same food court that we met in on Wednesday? I don't know. I'm assuming this is midweek because it's uni.
Mm-hmm.
Midweek at university. Okay, so let's just say he did number close now. He ran out of water. He decides he needs to go to the toilet. I better number close before I leave. Okay, where and when is he going to line up the date? He has no fucking idea. And this is the surface level basic day game idea. And then what they do is they produce this whole new system around texting, when really, if you've got the logistics, you would know. You'd be like, okay, she goes to uni Monday to Friday, but she lives, maybe she lives walking distance away and you're lucky, but what if she lives an hour away and she's got to catch a bus?
Yep.
Saturday, Sunday, you need to line up the date near her place and then figure out how to pull back to your place. I know people have cars over there, but do you think Avery has a car at this stage at uni? Who knows? He might. What if he doesn't? Then he's got to figure out logistically how to. This is the guy that suggested this and sent me this link to break down. Yeah, I don't know. I was saying to him how you look at his Instagram and you look at his channel, and there's absolutely no evidence of him with a girl in his bedroom or in his apartment with their arms around each other, actually dating, or any evidence that he's ever got laid. And you look at his Instagram and it's basically just him selfie photos, and it's lame, and it's been like that the whole time. But also if we're just going off from mate value sort of wise, he's not really athletic. He's clearly not doing any sports. He's spending all of his time writing. You know, he looks a bit sweaty, long hair. He might smell a bit. He's got man boobs, and he's like 20 something. Like in reality, we can't say that he's just a young dude doing a lot of approaches, so he might get some lays here and there, but I know that I'm just not seeing any like if you're getting laid consistently and the girls like you, you're at least going to have a lot of videos at least of you hanging out with girls or even going to clubs or something or drinking, and you can at least post it on your channel as hanging out with friends, you know, when it's kind of obvious that you're getting laid with some of them. But there's absolutely none of that here. It's just cold approach. I've got witty banter. Yeah.
It's just banter. She's just being friendly at this point. I don't think there's any weakness, sort of. She's just being friendly, thinking about how to get rid of him. That's what I think.
So how many times have you been in this type of interaction?
Many times.
How many times did you get into an interaction like this? The girl's like really friendly, she's
yeah.
bubbly, she's talking about study, and it's like a long interaction, and then it's like the text didn't end up in a date.
Yeah. It happened to me once. I met this really cute, like, Albanian chick. Yeah, we were just talking like this. I dropped her off to some place. I was like, we should go together and get coffee or something, right? And then she never, I even got her number, and then she never texted back, right?
You said coffee? You
Yeah.
said coffee? Is this early on?
This was early, yeah.
Okay. You're like, oh, let's go for coffee. And this is what I was saying. It's like every fucking dude, like even the newest dude, like it's his first ever cold approach. What does he say? Wanna go for coffee? We'll have coffee together. It's almost like it's like we literally live in the Matrix, and all of their mind, every male's mind is connected, because it's weird that every dude says coffee. It's just weird. By the way, at the end of this interaction, that's what he says. He says, "You want to go for coffee?" I've already broken this one down. But like, so you obviously didn't send me the audio for that interaction. But how often does this, you know, because you've now got enough volume of approaches and experience to actually look at this and go, okay, how many times you've been in like a situation where you've had a friendly sort of conversation like this, and let's just say I'm there filming your infields, and we're going to start up your channel. You're going to be Master PUAKH, and and we're pumping out your infields as a newbie. How many times have you been in this type of interaction and number closed and it hasn't gone anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of that's what most people out there that haven't actually really got in there and taken the action, they have no idea.
Yeah. And oftentimes a girl like this will just give you her number just because she does not want to be rude or something, right? She'll just give it to you. She'll be like, he's such a nice guy, I'll just give it to him. You know, I don't want to be mean. So that's what one aspect of it too. Yeah. Good way is to just test compliance. You'll be like, you know, I'm going to go get coffee or something like that. And you want to come with me. That's a better test, right?
Yeah, like, oh, let's bounce somewhere instead of a conversation to nowhere there. To try and, or like, at least can I sit down? That's like little bit of compliance. It's a little bit like, yeah, sure, sit down. She might just be polite.
Correct. Yeah.
Are you studying right now? Like, are you actually like doing something right now? Can we, how about we move to these other chairs over here out of the sun? Not that you care about the sun. It's just you're testing to see if you can get it to move.
Yes, exactly.
If you can get it to move, then you got a high likelihood of getting the number, you know? And then if you could maybe push some other compliance, you know, like, can you walk me out? I need to go here or something. If you can get her to do a few of those things, and then you get the number and she's got to go to class, then there's a likelihood of her turning up to the date.
Correct.
so far he's done none of that. We don't have logistics. All we've got is basically direct LDM opener and talking about fucking uni.
Yeah, it's
While
just
standing there nervously drinking out of a bottle. This is master fucking PUA YouTube type shit. And the thing is, you've now got enough experience to see the behind the veil of almost red pill rage from being in this many interactions, and the girl has either flaked, ghosted, you know, and then you're like, oh, there's something else missing, isn't it? Anyway, okay, this will go forever if we just stick on this, but let's see. Okay, here we go.
Like, do you do it anywhere, like at a establishment of some kind, or?
No, I used to coach when I was in Colorado. I was still dancing a little bit. I was coaching younger kids. No, I'm here yet, but I want to. I have an audition at 4:30, or all the dance majors.
Wait, can I see the? That's a mandala.
Yeah.
Audition at 4:30. We got some accidental logistics on what she's doing today, and he didn't address it. He's like, you got a Mandela or something on your phone. But that's 4:30. We don't know what the time is right now. She's got dance class. Then what's the question? Here's a test for you. What's the question after she says I got the class at 4:30?
Oh, so you're free till 4:30? Let's go somewhere, maybe something like that.
Well, okay, well, you don't know what the time is. Let's assume it. Let's not assume it's 9 a.m. because it doesn't look like. Let's assume it's like lunchtime because it doesn't look like 9 a.m. and you've got enough time to try to bounce, pull or something. You might only have 4 hours if it's lunchtime.
When do you finish?
Okay, so what are you doing when you finish? Do you live nearby if you're going home? Yeah. And he missed all of that. And you know now that if you don't get that, you don't gather this information because he's not listening, he's nervous. He's got his hand on his teddy bear, drinking his water because he's nervous. And he notices the Mandela thing, which means he's thinking about what he's going to say next instead of actually listening.
Correct, yeah.
Which is newbie shit.
Very much into Mandala. I want that to be my first step.
My mom is Hindu, so.
Oh, really?
So I know all about that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I'm not religious, but like that's the closest I identify myself.
I noticed that she has a mandala on her phone case, which
and also, it's not like the conversation's been going for a couple of minutes or like 30 seconds, and then going into logistics is too soon. He's been talking to her for a long time. He's been standing there. It's definitely okay to start gathering some logistics at this point. It's not like he's opened with interview mode,
Yeah, one more thing I think is like the conversation is pretty dry. So in the sense that it's okay, she's just being friendly, right? That's how you talk with a friend. It's not going anywhere. He's not, asking her out, hey, maybe we hang out later. Can I grab your number and just leave the set? Or 2, he's not asking her out on an instant date. 3, he's not even polarizing it by, so that he knows that something's going to happen. He just doesn't know at this point that she's attractive or not, right? She's keen or not. So just going on forever. That's what I think.
Yeah, what is he going to talk until 4:30?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. So at the moment, let's just assume he didn't listen properly and he doesn't know that she's got class at 4:30 because he didn't really hear that, did he? And I did the full video. His breakdown in between, he didn't acknowledge that she's busy at 4:30. So he missed vital information, and even after reviewing the footage, he still didn't recognize it. enough to put it into the breakdown, because he would have filmed this and then he would have analyzed it and then he would put a positive spin on his game, you see, to make this breakdown. He probably would have spent a lot of time looking at it. How can I, talk about these things? So maybe he's not even thinking of pulling today or trying to instant date or make any of that stuff happen. He's just thinking, I'm going to teach people how to have a conversation, I guess, and then number close.
Yeah.
What's the tutorial he's trying to put through here? I approached a girl. I stood there in an awkward way for such a long time, talked about class, talked about study. Isn't that what, that's what every dude does. Even incels can have that conversation.
Yeah.
Let's talk about feminism and women's rights.
The Buddhist side, because those are both kind of associated with that kind of stuff, but they're very different.
Hindu has that strong caste system, which I don't agree with, and Buddhism.
Another drink of water, by the way. Are we counting these sips of water?
It's just how do you call it? Platonic conversation.
But just the start.
It's just very.
Sorry, say that again, because I had the audio on.
Yeah, I think it's just very platonic conversation. He's not flirting at all, or trying to polarize it. Not that we should, but at least that way he would know. And he's not trying to, get her out somewhere. He's talking about Hinduism and Buddhism for no reason. He's not getting to the point.
Here's a question with your experience. So, from your experience so far, what is more likely to end up in a date and a pull back to your bedroom? Is it you having this type of conversation, or is the reason why you're saying it needs to be polarizing purely off your experience so far, that if you polarize it enough, then that number's more solid and it's more likely to end up in a date? Is that why you're saying that?
Sure. Yeah, one way, because with these kinds of sets, you never really know if she's friendly or she's talking to me, right? My experience, from what I can see, she's just friendly. Even I can tell that. But if he tries to polarize it a little bit, maybe he'll know quicker, if he needs to eject or not, right? That's what I think. Yeah.
I think maybe with me as well, I just don't have these types of nerdy conversations anyway.
Yeah.
So even a boring conversation for me would probably be a little bit more polarizing than this by default. It's like I told you about the Ukrainian girl I was on a date with, and she said she wanted to immigrate to Australia, and I said no. We've got too many immigrants. And she got angry at me. No.
Oh, God.
She's getting angry at me. I'm like, we're talking about stuff like that, and it's But then yeah, I guess you can have boring conversations that end up in the bedroom too, but it also depends on the girl. So let's just say it's a Chinese girl or a German girl. If she's German, okay, then a boring conversation and just proper leading and compliance. I've done that so many times. You see a German girl, it's just like, where are you going? Yes, it's sunny. Walk to my bedroom. Get on knees. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. German girl. But if it's like this girl, what is this girl?
American, yeah.
What is her background though? What is she? She's not, I don't think she's the type of girl that, and also, by the way, here's some insight. I watched to the end. She says that she takes acid and she smokes weed and mushrooms. So this is a party girl. So you can imagine, who is she banging? Is she banging the nerdy writer that approaches her at lunchtime and talks about study? Or is she banging the dude that's like, you know, stoned, you know, zero fucks, come around to my place, we'll smoke some weed and fuck type dude.
Yeah.
That's probably what she's doing. So based on, I think also we need to think about that as well. You see, if she was a, you know, a cute, blonde, nerdy, studious German girl, then it would make more sense, this type of conversation.
True, but he's still not leading it anywhere. Like the conversation is not going anywhere though. I mean, if he said like, yeah, if he said like maybe, hey, what do you do for fun? You do something, and I do the same thing. We could just hang out later and do that.
Yeah.
We like we didn't need to have this entire conversation, right? Which is just going nowhere. Plus, he needs to sit. He needs to sit. Really needs to sit. He's making her awkward because that stance, she's just backing up like that.
Yeah, it looks like she's got her knee up in a like defensive
state. Yeah,
it's like she's like hiding the vagina. She's like, I gotta hide the vagina behind this calf just in case he just comes at me, the penis comes at me, I'll just be really friendly with him. But also you're right about the there's no like, you kind of need to shake it up a little bit to try and figure out if something's going to come out, like you know, like if you're not doing jack shit, you're not, like, I guess polarizing is the standard sort of line, but like with your limited experience at this point already that you need to do something to try and, because you get to the point where you have these boring conversations and then you get a flaky fucking number and then you're like, fuck, I should have said this, I should have said that. And also, we're going to go back to the opener. He told her she was pretty off the opener. You're cute. I thought you were cute. So he lowered his value by approaching like this, which we do by default. He stood there awkwardly, told her she's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like devalued himself. Now it's time to throw in a neg to try and get some fucking power back or do a DHV. Oh yeah, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
You're lesser than me, to try and even the playing field a little bit,
Yeah.
Yes, I can help you study. And by the way, this is like fucking master PUA shit. This is the best we got. The best.
Starving yourself and teaching yourself to not want isn't.
That's not the only way to do it, though. So there's like the different methods of attaining enlightenment. Sure, for a second. Yeah, I have to get to writing.
Hang on.
Did she ask him to sit?
That's what yeah, exactly. Hang on, let me go back because I missed that the first time. Did she ask him or did he ask? Hang on, let's listen.
He said sure.
But just, the start of starving yourself and teaching yourself to not want isn't.
That's not the only way to do it, though. So there's like the different methods of attaining enlightenment. Sure, for a second.
Do you want to say it?
That's like me being in your AirPod going, "Are you gonna fucking sit down? Sit the fuck down!" And she had to do it for him. So, what do you think happens if he eventually pulls her? Is she gonna go, "Are you gonna put it in?"
Yeah.
You just gonna stand there in the corner of the bedroom? Are you gonna put it in now?
Oh god.
Oh my god. I gotta keep this video in the members section.
He gives a compliance.
I can't make this video public.
Yeah, I have to get to writing in a minute, but how about you? What are you doing right now?
So right there,
finally.
time constraint. I say
What
I
are
have
you
to
doing
go
right
in a minute.
now?
Yeah. And what hang on, let me just go back then. So He said, "What are you doing now?"
Yeah, I have to get to writing in a minute. But how about you? What are you doing right now?
Finally, yes.
Logistics, like, what are you doing right now? But the thing is, dude, we already know what she's doing right now. Remember, 4:30, she's got class. The only thing is, we're watching his infield that he's already watched and broken down, and he still hasn't recognized the fact that we don't know what time the approach was made. Was it 12? Was it 11? Does she live nearby? Does he live nearby? Could he have bounced her from there to somewhere and then tried the pull within 4 hours and then get her back to class?
Yeah.
He just acknowledged right there the false time constraint. But the thing is, he didn't acknowledge the fact that he only asked her, "What are you doing right now?" when she already told him, because he wasn't listening. See, he wasn't listening. And he missed like valuable thing. I got class at 4:30. Oh, there's a thing on your phone, the Hindu thing. Let's talk about study some more. But yeah, there's a false time constraint, which is good there. Like, oh, I got to go soon. But it's almost like she asked him to sit down, and then he threw in the false time constraint. I would say it would be more effective if he asked, "Oh, can I sit down?"
Yeah.
And then after he asked, "Can I sit down?" He used the false time constraint as an excuse to sit down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What do you think anyway? But you picked up on that anyway. You picked up on it before I did.
Yeah. Basically, that's what I thought, because usually when you're standing like that, it gets awkward for the guy that's sitting, right? So what I usually do is, even after I have it, sometimes I just go sit directly, depending on the type of chick, right? I just go, "Hey, can I sit here?" You know, right straight away. "Hey, excuse me, can I sit down here?" Yeah, you know, something like that. Or because it's just more comfortable talking when you're sitting, right?
Yeah, and you're standing over.
Yeah,
Also, while you're standing there, everyone can see that it's kind of awkward,
correct.
and it
Yeah,
draws more attention, and everyone thinks, "Does he
something's
know
up.
her? Is
Yeah,
that an approach?" But if you sit down immediately, everyone all the onlookers immediately think they must know each other. Then it immediately becomes a covert approach. Then you're indirect, covert. Also, look what's in his mouth right now. Fuck me.
yeah.
He's
On the
sucking on the dummy because he's nervous. Let's hold it. Hide
yeah,
behind the bottle.
yeah. But on the aspect of sitting down, this is very important, because she felt so awkward that she had to basically ask him to sit down, right? Um, the thing is, like, you can usually just go and just say, "Hey, can I sit with you?" And she'll just say, "Yeah, it's kind of busy right now. You can sit with me." And then you can just start a conversation like that. That's what I usually do within the first minute itself. That's the first thing you do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's is anyone sitting here? Can I sit here? And then you solve the onlookers problem immediately. You've got a little tiny bit of compliance off the opener.
Correct. Yeah.
As soon as you sit down, then it's like open. But imagine if you sat down and then you turn to her after getting the compliance and sitting down and go, "I think you're really cute. I think you're cute. I had to come meet you." Then that canned line wouldn't make any sense, and it doesn't seem very smooth either. You can see how like you can rearrange this entire scenario.
Mm-hmm.
An interaction like this, you can literally. This is why it's called pick up art. It's not called pick up canned lines. It's not pick up 20-year-old fake coach fucking copying London Daygame model. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what this is. It is pick up art. So we can rearrange all of these things. Okay, well, let's remove this, and instead of standing there for 10 minutes, let's sit first before we even open. Like, your opener is, can you sit down?
Yeah.
That technically becomes the opener, and your positioning, and makes you covert. You don't even see that on any infields. Most of the infields is, I saw you from over there. I had to come, like literally. And the thing is, I'm not even joking. I'm seeing new coaches pop up, literally saying the same line. You know,
Yeah.
this
But
is 2022. This is 5 years ago. So he was already coaching for years before this, I think.
really,
Yeah, he was
this
coaching years before, like, and before that, he had to have been gaming, and I think he was a writer for RSD. So when you think about it, you're like, so you've been gaming for a long time, you've got all this experience, and you don't understand the importance of logistics, and you're holding a water bottle like a teddy bear years into coaching. And I think at this stage, he's making like 100K a year from coaching clients already. I think
really. Wow.
so. Like a bit of perspective on what we're looking at here. I think we should probably make you a coach just to fuck with everybody. I think we should just like get you to do infields.
Yeah, we put I remember I got a number close this really hot like Ukrainian blonde in a red slip dress off the street, right? And I pretty much knew it was flaky just because it was dead, right? But I
Mm,
think if we capture that and put that on YouTube, we'll be
yeah,
super famous.
yeah. Brown guy picks up hot blonde in
On the
USA.
street.
It's almost like click, click, click. That's 1 million clicks.
Yeah,
And you got like 1,000 dudes like in your DMs signing up. And it's the same as this infield, isn't it? It's like you look at this and you're like, okay, if you've got no experience, you're looking at this going, this is a solid number. This is going so well. This is masterful PUA stuff. but after you actually get the raw, you suffer the pain of rejection and flaky numbers and ghosting and texting for a whole, like that one that's giving us a pain in the ass today,
yeah,
texting for a fucking couple of weeks and never agreeing to a date, but still replies and won't fuck off.
yeah,
That type of shit, the frustrate, like all of this nuance on the other side, they just see the infield and it's like, this isn't the game. This is only one part of the ordeal of picking up girls, and no one talks about this. Like even last night, I met up with these three gamers. At the mall down the street, and we were talking about. I showed them video of a girl that I pulled. I pulled a girl. I got her in my bed. I think I might have mentioned that to you and sent you the video.
mm-hmm.
That one, yeah.
Yeah,
So I had her here. I couldn't get the lay. So I'm like, okay, let's go for a walk and I'm going to go meet these gamers. So I took her to meet gamers that were down the street. And then I'm like, I'm going to go clubbing because it's Saturday night. I'm like, I don't know. Look, I'm not going to spend all fucking night. I don't care if you're 19. I'm not going to spend all night just trying to get this lay and waste my Saturday night. I'm going to take her out and then ditch her. So I took her to this. They were at this, like, it was like an expats language learning sort of deal where all the dudes try and bang girls. They go there and like,
okay.
yeah, I want to learn Chinese. I want to learn Japanese or whatever. What the fuck? And so I took her there and then just ditched her. And I grabbed these two pickup dudes and then we just left. And they were like, you're going to leave her there? I'm like, yeah. They're like, why not? I'm like, let's go clubbing. We went clubbing. That whole idea of my time is valuable. I'm not going to waste my Saturday trying to chase this one girl when I've got opportunities out the front of the clubs, do some DG beforehand as well. I think it was about 10 p.m. or whatever I met them. So we had some time for a little bit of DG in the mall before it closed. And then we hit the nightclub area around midnight. I'm not going to waste all of those opportunities for one girl that's like giving me a little bit of, she was being a little bit annoying. I bet if I had have persisted, but this whole scenario that comes with experience, because most of the guys that I was talking to, they were like, why don't you stay with her? Why don't you try pull her back again? I'm like, I think I have a higher probability of success by hitting the club after anyway, you see?
Yeah.
But, like a lot of, you kind of get what I mean, where it's like, you've pulled enough girls back and it hasn't gone anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like how many girls have you pulled back and she's been in your apartment, in your bed, or sitting on the chair next to your bed, and you can't get the lay, and you're like, fuck, okay.
Waste of time, yeah.
Sometimes you're probably gonna stick in if you're gonna try to salvage it. But we both know that it's like, look, if it's done, send her home, hit the streets, hit a bar if you can, maybe get a few more leads.
Yeah.
And people watching this, they don't understand that depth of it at all. They're like, he's drinking water because it's cool. It's part of PUA strategy. Water game.
So far, what I think of it, this is right now, at this point in the interaction, he's just wasting his time. Like this girl, like he's not gonna get anywhere right with this chick at all.
Okay, what would you do? What would you do at this point? But keep in mind, he doesn't know 4:30. Because he hasn't comprehended it. It didn't register when she said it, so he has no logistics at all. And he just asked her, "What are you doing now?" And I know this here, it says 11 minutes in, but he's cut out big chunks of the interaction already.
So he's like talking to her for like 20 minutes, possibly. Possibly, yeah. God. Just standing up. So he's sitting down. He asks her, "What are you doing right now?" Right?
Yeah.
And if she says, "I have nothing to do," try to push for an instant date right now. Let's go. Depending on the time constraint, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're thinking like, okay, this looks really bad.
Yeah.
If we can get some compliance at this point, then we will know, because we're basically looking for clues, aren't we?
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, they say attraction is solid eye contact. She touched her hair. She giggled at my jokes. But we know from like doing real game, if we don't get compliance, that's it. She can giggle and laugh and touch her hair and solid eye contact. She can stand still. She can give you a flaky number. But if she gives compliance, that's the only clue that we have that she's interested. If she's really interested and nervous, she'll still say yes to anything you want.
Yeah.
So really he has to push for compliance at this late stage in the interaction. All right, let's get into this.
30, I have an audition.
What time is it?
Oh yes, she said it. She just told him again.
Yeah.
I have my 4:30, I have an audition.
What time is it?
That's the second time she told him.
Yeah.
3:45.
3:45.
I mean, it's not exact time. It's just like I'm very type A about working,
What do you mean?
Type A personality means like you're like hardcore about like keeping your schedule and like doing things on time and being proactive kind of thing.
So you have like a set schedule?
Yeah, I track everything on like Excel in a Word document.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really intense. I can't do that.
Well, because
Right there, I got logistics asking what.
She's like, really? Okay.
Dude, I've never been to America, but this is like Big Bang Theory if I've ever seen it. Hey, this is the nerdiest. I track everything on an Excel spreadsheet, and I'm type A personality, which means I'm always on time. Please fuck me.
Really?
Give me vagina. And I need vagina at 6:33 exactly. Take your panties off. And then I'll put it in a spreadsheet. Let's get going.
path to Buddhist enlightenment, there's meditation.
Okay.
It's not just.
Oh,
It's not like
shit.
you have to be a monk.
Yeah, I know. Well, right now I'm like getting more into yoga and like the whole meditating and breathing and learning more about my inner peace and stuff.
And that probably goes well with dancing too, because yoga is balance and
and
controlling your body and mind. And it's also about like, because one of the things, if you're dancing, you're going to be in front of people. So there's nerves is pretty universal for that.
By default, what people tend to do is think about how a topic relates to them. And
Yeah, that. What do you think of that type of girl? Do you think she's more likely to sleep with a dude on the first date?
The way she said it really, it is insulting. I don't think so. No.
All right.
Meditation, you do yoga that teaches you how to stay in like your own body as opposed to in your mind, which is helpful.
Instead of just overthinking stuff. Yeah, and I actually just got out of my yoga class. I loved it so. It was all about breathing.
It was all about breathing, yeah. Yeah, and you can do a lot with your breath. It's cool. You can change your state. You can get in these weird kind of hippie spiritual experiences. I've had it a couple times where I felt like I wasn't inside my body. I felt like I was watching myself. Yeah, and it was trippy. You said you had that on shrooms? Is that what you said?
in that last
Shrooms. This is where she says it.
No, but if yes, you've done shrooms.
I have never done shrooms.
Have you done any
It's on my
psychedelics?
bucket list.
Any psychedelics?
No, I mean unless you count weed. That's
Once you've done psychedelics, weed seems more like a psychedelic.
so you've done psychedelics. Which ones?
A good amount of them.
Okay.
Well,
What's your favorite?
shrooms, definitely.
Okay.
Shrooms is the most lighter one.
Right.
Never done DMT. I think that one's a whole other ballpark. I'm not ready.
I've heard
for.
stories. It sounds interesting.
It's a 15-minute, but you just leave yourself. Like, so I don't know.
You visit the space elves. Like people talk to you and tell you shit.
Yeah. No, I've done acid, and as much as I used to like it, that's where I astral projected it. I just wasn't ready for it mentally. So I just.
You astral projected on acid? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
one way you can lead a conversation forward is
That's a chick that can be pulled, in my opinion. That's
Right
like open to new experiences, probably highly suggestible, you know?
Mm-hmm.
that's something interesting.
Have you ever had a lucid dream? Because I think they're like that's related to astral projection. I did that once. It was very, very disturbingly beautiful. Like, so it was like an amazing, like I was in a dream and everything was just as real as this. But then as soon as I realized,
That guy's
real?
looking at the internet.
Because then I'm like, this feels more real than my.
Did you say something?
Did you see that guy on the left?
Yeah.
He
When
keeps looking.
When I first broke it down, I was referring to him because he stood for such a long time that it's made it clear that this is a pickup. And
Correct,
I
yeah.
reckon this guy on the left, you know, let's just say you did it, and it's like a white neighborhood. You're gonna stand out more, you know.
Yeah.
So it's harder for you to blend in. But imagine being a white dude in a white university and still being so obvious that you're doing a pickup that this guy's sitting there watching you.
Yeah.
That's like evidence that you're not even not covert. You're like fully unaware of your surroundings, and all the onlookers are like, "Was that a pickup? Is he picking that? They don't know it. Oh, I want to watch this." And during the interact, you can see it. Like you can actually look. Yeah. But this interaction now seems to be working. You know, but she's made it work because she's the one talking about, some juicy topics. He didn't bring it up.
Day-to-day life. So am I even real? And then I freaked out, and then I went into sleep paralysis. So I couldn't get like back to waking consciousness, and so all I saw was blackness everywhere. And I tried to move my body, but I was outside my body. I couldn't get in. Freaky. That's probably why I haven't done shrooms and acid and stuff.
So I've had sleep paralysis multiple times. I'm very, I don't know, I'm very like connected with my subconscious. So
Yeah.
lucid dreaming wasn't a big shocker. I did have, like you see your own demons in your lucid dream, and I for sure did. But I was also able.
Doesn't sound fun.
But you know, it's all within your own subconscious. You know, it's all within your own reality. If you
Yeah.
want it to be or not.
Yeah.
The astral projection, you don't realize you're astral projecting until you try to do something. It sounds stupid, but I was watching Family Guy.
It's not usually how those stories start. Yeah.
No, we were just hanging out. We were watching Family Guy, just to kind of focus on something, just enjoying it all,
Right.
Feeling it. And this is on acid, not on drugs.
Yeah, he's like, she's trying to say something deep, and he's like laughing. Not quite, oh, wow, connecting.
And I got up to say something, and I looked at myself, and I looked at my friends, and I was just staring at everyone, but I was looking at myself, and I wasn't in me, and I was like, okay, and then I just went back and sat down and was like, oh my god, did I just see myself?
Right.
So there, I talk about
That's pretty deep what she just said. So
Yeah.
she basically saw her own body. Let's not get into that today, but I think that's possible. That's some Matrix shit right there, bitch. That's some Matrix shit.
I wasn't back in my body. I was somewhere in my mind just trying to say something, and I couldn't. So it was really scary, and especially when you're not ready for it. So I haven't.
Oh, you know what that means? That means in her day-to-day life, she feels like she doesn't have a voice. She's being suppressed. Yeah. I didn't pick up on this the first time.
Did do a little bit of it afterwards, but I just backed away from it.
Right.
Because what I had done was I took 2 taps of acid and then I dabbed.
So what you're seeing there is I'm letting the girl invest.
It's very but yeah, she took 2 types of acid, and was outside of her body. She couldn't speak, which means in her day-to-day life, because it's almost always a reflection of how you feel in the world. So she feels like she doesn't have a voice somewhere in her life. You could really dig deep into there, and then she's like, "Oh my god, you know me better than anybody else."
So
Yes,
you
I
get like
will.
so you get like a sense of how her reality is, and she feels like you understand me.
Yeah. If you can tap into that, and then you're building a proper like emotional connection, not just I'm getting her to talk about herself. But it's more like my take on it would be that she feels like she doesn't have a voice somewhere in her life, and I'll dig deep into it, and it doesn't seem like she was able to pick up on that, because dreams matter, and acid is almost like a lucid sort of light while you're awake dream. If you were to tap into that, she would probably feel like you know her better than anyone else, which means you should be able to get inside her more than anybody else, in the vagina and in her mouth.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Came was the dabbing. That was no longer.
What is? I don't know what dabbing means.
You just smoke weed.
Oh, okay. I'm not hip with the culture, I guess. Yeah, I smoked weed like 20 times.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you would be like.
I'm not hip with it. It's like he's a grandpa.
Yeah.
Really? Do I look like a pothead?
I'm telling you all these crazy stories.
No, I'm not opposed to it. So I did spice once, and I had a bad trip. And ever since I had that, I was scared of weed because they're so similar.
You picked up on that? She's like, "Oh, I'm telling you all these scary stories, and you're like this nerd and judging me." She's like kind of coming across like he's judging her, when it should be like, let's dig deeper into this. I would be like, let's dig deeper into this. You're not going to class at 4:30. We need to discuss this over a few drinks. in my bed.
Correct. Yeah.
This is life-changing shit.
Yeah, correct. He just fucked up the moment he did this. I figured out. He was like, I'm not talking about this, right?
Comes
Like,
across like a fucking narc. And if she
yeah,
finds the mic on him, she's gonna think he's an undercover cop or some shit, trying to set her up.
yeah.
Like,
He
comes
fucked
across
up that.
like even an undercover cop knows that they kind of like this.
Well, yeah. So spice is a synthetic cannabinoid.
So one of the things that most
Cannabinoid. It's a cannabinoid with the makeup of blah blah blah. Big Bang Theory type shit. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. I didn't realize this guy was such a nerd. I know he's not getting laid.
So far, you seem like you're as cool as you look. We should let's get coffee sometime, just like at the Starbucks here.
now I made a mistake that
Actually, hang on. Let's zoom in when he said let's get a coffee. And he said let's get a coffee, by the way. Okay? He said let's get a coffee. But let's watch her. Like, let's focus on this one, okay?
Mhm.
Let's when he says, "Oh, you seem cool" or whatever, you passed my test. Let's get a coffee sometime. Let's watch her reaction to it.
So far, you seem like you're as cool as you look. We should let's get coffee sometime, just like at the Starbucks here.
Mm.
It was like a smile direct on smile. You seem cool so far, smile, and then let's get a coffee sometime. And then she's like, oh.
Yeah.
One more time, just for my benefit. I just want to see this. Yeah, because you can see the smile there.
Note, and I think you are. So far, you seem like you're as cool as you look.
Thank you. And then there's a smile. And then as soon as he mentions, I'm going to see you again.
We should let's get coffee sometime, just like at the Starbucks here.
Sure. While looking down. Sure. Pretending to swat away a fly. Is that the first time she swatted away a fly? But yeah, coffee. Like, he went for coffee. Where's the coffee going to be? When is the coffee going to happen? You know this better than anyone right now. Where and when is this fucking coffee gonna happen? What's the probability of him getting laid on this date?
Yeah.
Like, where's it gonna be? Like, is it gonna be here? Is it gonna be on Saturday or Sunday? Does she work a part-time job on the weekend? Like, what if she works as a barista on the week? Well, she's coaching dancing. She might be coaching dancing Saturday. Do we have any understanding of her schedule? Or we're going to get a number, go, nice to meet you, like every other nerd. Or you passed my test. You are cool. What's your schedule for the week?
This was
Because this is what no infields ever cover. It is like, okay, we number close.
yeah.
Are we going to figure all that out through the text game? Or should we have a general understanding? Okay, so uni. I'm assuming uni, Monday to Friday. She coaches dancing. I'm assuming if you're coaching dancing, that would be after work or on the weekends. I'm assuming, because the people that would do the dancing would be working themselves. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm just making that assumption. Does she have another part-time job to pay for uni? Does she live with her parents? Like, are her parents strict? Does she live? Is there a dorm at university? Like, does she live nearby university? Does she live an hour away? So,
What days does she have classes on, and what days are free? That's one more question to ask her.
so she could have like a 1 or 2 days off midweek as well, right?
Correct. With the
correct?
uni
Yep.
students, it's pretty difficult because everybody takes like different classes, right? So you just cannot have a time frame where everybody's just free on the same day, right?
Yeah.
But so you need to figure out like what's her schedule like which day are her classes on, right? That's one
And
more.
there's never any uni on a Saturday or Sunday. Is that right or wrong?
Uh, Depends on the uni, I guess. I can't be sure.
So so she's got class this day at 4:30. So imagine if you decide, okay, let's meet after work on a Friday, and she says, I've got class at 4:30. How long is class? Oh, after class, I need to go home. I need to leave early because the buses or public transport, or I need to get a lift because it's America and there's no public transport.
Yeah.
I can't meet you on a Friday. I need to go straight home because I live so far away.
Yeah.
Like yesterday afternoon, I met up with the boys down the road, and we went for a DG session. And this girl, I got a number. She lives an hour away.
Hmm.
She lives an hour away, and she's free on the weekends only. And this is like, a weekday. So, because I met her on a Sunday, because today's Monday, isn't it? Yeah. So, I'm working on trying to get her back on Saturday or Sunday. And that changes everything, doesn't it? I can't just go, okay, can we meet after, 5 p.m. tomorrow? That, and this is the other issue. The really important issue is, okay, so I say to this girl, which is what he could do with this girl here, or any girl, okay, she's definitely not working after this time or uni after this time. Meet me 7 p.m. at this university. It's like me saying, meet me after uni. The girl that I met's doing computer science. Let me meet you at 7 p.m. tomorrow night in the city where I just met you. The reply will be, I can't make it because I live an hour away. And then what you've got is you've got a text message rejection, you know, written in stone there. You've already got your first rejection in there because you didn't get logistics and you didn't plan it properly. I know with my text thread that I need to keep this thing warm for 5 days to try to convince her to come back to the city on Saturday or Sunday. I got
Yeah.
to gather a little bit more information to try and convince her. Like, I need to come up with something other than a coffee. It has to be something, it has to be a magnificent offer. Like, it has to be very good offer to get her to travel an hour to meet me.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
I've got to figure that out. You see, so none of this is really explained by any of these guys. It's just like, be young, dumb, full of cum, run, be fun and happy, and even the nerds get laid sometimes. It's like, you can imagine the volume this guy's doing to get laid.
My God.
Like the ROI on each approach without proper logistics, you can see.
Yeah.
But
One more point is like she might not even drink coffee or like coffee, right? Yeah.
exactly. It's like, yeah, you've heard me bitch about this a million times.
Yeah.
Do like she's wearing a burqa, and you're like, let's have pork.
Yeah.
Or she's Asian, and it's like, let's drink milk, or let's have alcohol. And she clearly, most Asian girls aren't going to drink alcohol on the first date, and they barely can handle milk. It's like seeing a white Australian girl and saying, let's go for tea. Let's go for
Yeah.
tea. And they're like, tea? Like, tea? Really? They're just not going to do that. So, yeah, that's another point, because there has to be a little bit more it'll be like, let's go to this cafe. Okay.
Yeah.
You get away with that maybe. Or let's go to, this is why sushi is always the best bet, because everybody eats sushi. It doesn't matter who you are. I've never met anyone that's like, I don't eat sushi. Everyone's like, yeah, sushi's like this universal thing, But coffee, the amount of girls that say they don't like coffee or they don't drink coffee, it's let's continue. It's actually getting a little bit juicy because they're talking about shrooms.
Now, I made a mistake there in saying, let's get coffee sometime. It's always better to make specific plans when you get a girl's number. So, for example, I could say, what's your schedule like this week? What are you doing tomorrow evening?
Now he's getting logistics.
Well, what do you think? What do you think about that? He's like, he acknowledged that he made a mistake with the coffee, but he didn't acknowledge the fact that not all girls are going to take the coffee date. And he changed it to making specific plans. But let's just say you've witnessed this, I know, many times where you've lined up a date and the girl just doesn't turn up, or at the very last minute she says, oh, I can't make it. Okay, so then you're back at the approach stage trying to figure out her logistics, and you've already got one strike against your name because you've already been rejected once.
Yeah.
That's the game. This is why logistics is so important. It just keeps getting reinforced to me all the time. And you can get master PUAs like this that don't understand it, and you understand how important it is because you go out there. So how many times have you made concrete plans off the approach and they haven't panned out that way, and then through text everything's changed?
Yeah, many times, yeah. Basically, you never know what she's gonna do at any point. So even then, it's hard. And so, but he's like trying to figure out. What he said was, what his schedule is like. Are you free tomorrow evening? That's him basically trying to figure out her logistics, right? Like, when should I try to, seed the date? So,
yeah. So let's just say he did, and then she cancels, and then you're back. You're looking at this text thread and a memory of the approach, and you're sitting back thinking, okay, so when is the next time, location, day of the week that I'm going to line up the next date? Okay, let's go back in and we'll text. We'll try to keep it warm. We won't just go, okay, so when are you free next? Because then it's a bit autistic. Go back in. It's like, oh, so blah, blah, blah. What were you doing? Where were you going? How's things? I was doing this. Here's a video. Here's an audio. Try shake it up a little bit. And then you got to offer the date again. How do you know that if you haven't gathered statistics?
Yeah, you don't know where she lives. What? Yeah, you're right.
Because then you get that first strike. I can just go back, okay, logistics. I know where she's going to be for the rest of the week by a high probability. And I can just look at her schedule in my mind and just go, here, here, here. And if you were to guess right, she would also think, oh my God, he knows me so well. He astro projected my schedule.
Astral projected into my pussy too. Yeah, that's what
yeah. The way she's talking, I have a feeling it's a large vagina. I don't know. I just got a feeling.
She seems like a sorority girl. Yeah.
She seems like the type of girl that's like, threesome? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
I'm finding myself. Let's take acid and find ourselves. That's like that girl I met recently. I think it was like 3 months ago. I think I told you about it. She's like, what'd she say? She said, I'm gaining experience. or like, I'm finding myself. I'm experiencing new things or something weird like that. I'm like, oh, okay, you're a hoe.
Yeah.
I need to wear a condom. Okay, we're almost.
Then I find out when she's actually free to get coffee and makes
To someone and just started talking.
Hey, you never know. You might get to talk about acid trips and stuff.
Like we just did.
Right.
Is he gonna open the bottle again? It's empty.
Wait.
Empty.
Did he just give her a number?
Hang on. Oh no, I think she's gonna put her number in. Hang on, let's go back so we can get the whole thing. Because he's cut it up too many times.
specific and actionable.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem so much easier at meeting people than I am. I would have never came up to someone and just started talking.
Hey, you know.
How many times has that happened to you and it's ended up in LA? Do you often come up to girls? Do you often talk to strangers in the street?
Never.
That's almost like I know the game. I know what you did there. Do you approach a lot of girls? You know, are you a little bit crazy? You know, I've rarely had a girl say stuff like that, and that's ended up in. Because why would she say that? If she's keen, she just ignores that stuff. It's like saying, do you have a girlfriend already? Like, do you do this to all the girls? She's just looking for an excuse to reject you. I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they even say, "Oh, but I'm shy," you know, and you can do better than me. It's like, get fucked. Like, just you don't want to bang me, okay? Just tell me the truth.
The worst part is when it happens in the bedroom after you pull them, right? Do you date a lot of girls?
That's when it's that's
and then like, what's your body count? I see a condom pack behind me. You know, that's when it hits the worst.
yeah, but I think that comes with experience too, because that girl probably would have given you many other signs, you see.
Yeah.
So you probably would have been given so many other signs before the fact. So, and you just didn't see it just because you're starting out, you know? And so you end up you end up pulling the girl, but she probably gave you so many warning signs beforehand. It's like the girl I told you about that I pulled not last night, the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, see you later. I ditch her at the mall. I do a runner. And all the other guys are like, why didn't you try? I'm like I just seen this scenario play out like a 1,000 times, easy 1,000 times. And I'm just like, yeah, there's a pattern here. I'd much prefer to try find something new in the club or do some DG, you know? And so with a bit more experience, you'll start to pull the pin earlier on some or stick in with others because you've just seen it, you know?
Yeah.
I really wonder how many times this guy's even pulled. Like even at this point, so he's a coach at this point. I'm really offended with the guys that are finding their feet gaming while coaching. I'm so offended at that. I got nothing but contempt for them. I think you should put your time and effort in on the streets, in the clubs, and get proficient at this before you ever fucking give advice, you know? But
he's gonna
I didn't pick up on that the first time either. Let's go.
For now, you might get to talk about acid trips and stuff.
Like we just did.
Right. It was nice to meet you.
That's her phone.
Off to work and enjoy your dance class. You know
what?
That's her phone. She put it in her bag. Look at it. Look back. Go back. What? She put the phone.
Oh, no way! I didn't. No,
look at that.
No.
Look at it. Yeah.
No, it can't be. No.
He didn't even number closer.
she'll actually follow through on those plans when you make them very specific and actionable.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem so much easier.
He's putting his number right
I
now.
would have never came up to someone and just started talking.
Look, he gives it
Hey,
back
you
to
never
her,
know.
and she puts that.
You might get to talk about acid trips and stuff.
Like we just did.
Right.
That's her phone. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even like this is like okay, the fact that you've picked up on that at your you here's your white belt. You can be fucking coaching now. Oh my god. Okay. Since we've been doing this, we've discussed this, haven't we? Like the probability of her fucking texting him is like 0.000.
It's basically it's basically a softer way to reject it. That's basically it. It's just a rejection at that point.
It's not soft. No, that's a hard rejection because it's like, because think about it. Okay, if you a soft rejection is okay, I'll give you my number, I'll give you a fake number, or I'll give you my number, then I'll block you.
Yeah.
But there's an he cut out the part of the interaction where he asked for the number and she said, I don't give my number out.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have IG? He's like, I don't have IG or whatever. Look, you give me your number and then I will text you. That conversation happened. You know that conversation happened.
Yeah.
He cut it out. Oh, fuck. I missed all of that. So the probability... Hang on, let's watch that one more time. Because she said something else there, didn't she? And it's here, or is it?
Specific and actionable.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem so much easier at meeting people than I am. I would have never came up to someone and just started talking.
I would never have come up to someone and started talking. So she's basically rejecting him. You know, she's giving herself an excuse to just say, you're not my type.
Mm-hmm.
Never know. You might get to talk about acid trips and stuff.
Like we just did.
Right.
You might get to talk about acid trips. Did you hear her tone? Like we just did. Oh, I didn't. You know what? The thing is, I just assumed. Okay, so when I broke it down the first time, I just assumed that this guy would be at least intermediate. There's no fucking guy in the world that is intermediate that would accept. Yeah, okay. Let me explain. Back in the day, this reminds me of Paul Janker. You know Paul Janko, right? He's short, little interactions. He doesn't build rapport. Good-looking dude. You know, really good vocabulary, great verbals, right? You know, transitioning is amazing with this guy. It's seamless. So he would ask for the number, and it'd be like, you know, boom, hug it out. It'd be like physical, fast, and the amount of girls that would offer him. Look, you just put your phone number in my phone and I'll text you. The same scenario as this. This reminds me of Paul Jenker, and he invented this. He gets the number, he gets her phone. Okay, he's got her phone. And he types his number into her phone and then he calls himself. Yeah. That's how he gets it. And then he's at least got a way to contact her, but like even 1 in 100 chance that she texted him after this. And this is the beauty of marketing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, let's just watch the rest of it, because fuck yeah, lucky I put you on this because you picked that out. I never would have picked that.
So this has happened to me. That's why I know, right? Yeah. That's what I was looking for, because sometimes they're like, I don't have a number. You know, sometimes they're like, I don't give my number out. You can take my Instagram or whatever, right? And the amount of times, like sometimes they're like, you know, I don't have my number yet. I'm new in town. You give me my number. It has never worked out. I know for sure, for a fact. So that's why I was looking
Yeah.
at him, because he was typing his number down. Yeah.
We've discussed this before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is like beginner Daygame 101. You
And
need her number, and don't use Instagram unless you got a really fucking good Instagram. No social media. You need her number so you can text her. Like this is white belt shit.
yeah.
The reason why I didn't pick up on that is because it's like you're doing a business deal with someone that you trust.
Yeah.
You're not looking for them to to scam you.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even looking for this. I'm assuming this guy at least is intermediate. But this is beginner fucking. He just fucking scammed us because this whole interaction ended nowhere. What are you teaching here? Because the thing is, it's like the approach should end in a lay so that we know that the approach worked. Just, I don't know, common sense.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just having these like, it's like a little puppy dog trying to take down a little tiger cub trying to take down a wildebeest, never actually eating anything, starving to death, doing these fun little interactions that never end up in a lay. You see,
Yeah.
it's not just the logistics, it's not just the nerdiness, it's not just every other problem with the infield from a logical point of view. It is at the end, he didn't even get the fucking number. and 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 he scammed her. I feel like I'm actually offended that someone would,
Betrayed. Yeah.
yeah. I'm
And,
actually offended that someone would put this on YouTube and then claim that you're a fucking coach. Would you like if I filmed infields and we created KHPUA Master
mhm.
PUA, would you put this out?
No.
You wouldn't do this. Oh man.
And just so everybody knows, like, getting a number
Fuck.
is not a pretty big deal. Like, I have like several several flaky ones, several ones that worked out. I'm talking to like three or five girls right now. So that's how many numbers are in my phone. It's pretty easy thing to do. Not super difficult either. Even if they're flaky, I mean, you can get a lot of numbers. Fact that he couldn't even get a number, and this interaction was so painful to watch throughout. I honestly feel like I'm doing better than this guy, and in theory, you know.
I would like to know who's got more pulls too.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing here is, okay, so I have not given a girl my number and left I just would refuse to do that. I just haven't done that in probably a decade or more. I don't know. How many times did you do that over like the last?
I think two times. Once when I forgot my phone, and
Yeah.
the second time was like, she was like, that British blonde. She was like, I don't have a number yet or whatever, and him here. I just came here. I was new in town. So those are the only two times.
Okay, so out of those two times, did they either of them
Never,
message you? Yeah.
never know.
It's I bet if you did it 100 times, it would be 1, 2,
Yeah,
5. Like if we're being generous,
yeah,
girls don't do that. They don't pursue you. Even like I got a few regulars in my phone. They just don't message me. I have to message them and go, so, when are you free next? Let's hang out. Even the girls that you're sleeping with aren't going to initiate it, let alone a girl that you haven't even slept with from cold approach.
yeah. You're responsible for making it happen.
Yeah, or it's not going to happen. Even you were lucky with the regular that you had there for a while there. She was just full on. But like
Yeah,
most of the time, they're sitting back waiting for you to do everything all
correct.
the
Yeah,
time, let
yeah.
alone this girl that you've just approached. Oh, I'm so, oh man.
But the
Fuck,
fact that he
no,
couldn't
no,
even number close this one is amazing. And he put out that infield.
most people wouldn't even recognize the nuance because they're not actually gaming. Most people have no idea. They have no understanding of what they're looking at.
Crazy.
Oh, let's the first time I did this, I was kind of pissed off. I was just watching it like angry the whole time, and I was like, I was just angry. It's good that we got to do it this time because I was able to. You pointed out a few things that I didn't even see because, it's like I just assumed that the basics would be completed. Like you cannot put out you giving the girl your number
And expecting it to work. Yeah.
or there is a probability that he put his Instagram in.
Yeah.
But we've seen his Instagram. His Instagram is him and a few landscape photos and him and his mum, basically. Like it's the nerdiest Instagram. And he's got like 1,000 something followers that it seems like he bought them, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
There is a possibility he typed in his Instagram or his Snapchat. There is a possibility of that, but that doesn't make it any better, really.
Yeah.
Let's just see what else. Let's just see what else happens.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Off to work and enjoy your dance class.
What did she just say? Like, hold on.
I'll go back.
That was an egg.
You never know. You might get to talk about acid trips and stuff.
Like we just did.
Right. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Off to work and enjoy your dance class. I hope the audition goes well.
I have a bit of a different.
Did he purposefully try to he lowered the volume that one because he didn't want us to hear what she just said?
She said, "Nice to meet you, Avery." That's basically all she said. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, I could hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you, Avery. And then he giggled and goes, "Ha ha ha ha," and then shook her hand like it was a business meeting. And it's like door-to-door sales. Because shaking a girl's hand is like it's the wrong frame, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a business meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end this. But I'm going to end this. I think we've covered enough.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Any final thoughts? Or I think I've covered everything I want to say. I feel like if we made this public, this is the end of his career. This guy does expert pickup panels, by the way.
God.
It's like expert pickup panel, and he does it with a text game expert and a fucking a cuck, a dude that lets his girlfriend fuck other dudes.
I don't know. It was just very painful to watch whole throughout. There was a part where it was getting interesting, but he fucked it up. Like the part where he went like that. Yeah, maybe he could have salvaged it, but the fact that he didn't even get the number, that was just, even after talking to her for like 30 minutes, I would guess.
Yeah, that was kind of the point where he could have really started digging deep into her psychology of that dream, and let's go and explore that deeper. How open to new experiences are you? Let's go do something wild, and try to pitch something that she would be into.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell she's the type of girl that would be into doing something wild like that, you see. But anyway, Eric, you wanted that one broken down. Now it's done. Wait, I'm going to end it now. I'm going to end the stream now.
Don't listen to this guy.
I'll end the stream now. All right.
Okay. Bye, guys.
All right.